Well, welcome everyone. Filet mignon coming to you from Medium Rare Poetry here in Australia. If you're new to the channel, you're about to be subjected to a poem that's not too difficult to understand and it rhymes. And for those of you who've been with me forever, I am so very grateful to you, and here's another one coming, because if you are indeed in America, you are enduring the 6th January where Donald Trump has been leaning on the helm of the leaky boat called the American government. And that is a worthwhile event to celebrate in poetic terms. Of course, with the Epstein files coming out, he's doing everything he can to distract you from the horrible revelations that are being produced. So he's doing anything to take your eye off the ball. And of course, you are intelligent people, and you can tell a distraction from the real truth. So anyway, today I have written for you a poem entitled January the 6th. January the 6th by Filet Mignon. Donald the Grump was in a great slump. His trafficking days were emerging. The mountain of files of these sick pedophiles would result in his power submerging. The king of diversion would hide his perversion by building a wall of distraction. He marshalled his troops, reinforcing his droop. The headlines would burst to abstraction. He'd threatened his friends and would not make amends with Canadian planned annexation. His 51st state would not nibble the bait, though polite, they were one tough-ass nation. So he tried once again on a smaller domain where their ruler hid out from the jailer. Boney led from the rear, his marines had no fear, grabbed the vulture of poor Venezuela. Well, that caused a fuss, which of course was a plus, as he kidnapped the fiendish Maduro, who was sent to New York as the Trump dancing dork to be tried by the Cash Patel Bureau. But what would come next? Now Don's muscle was flexed, he proclaimed himself El Presidente. But the place was a mess, and the heat did oppress, so his spine was at best limp al dente. The orange gargoyle summoned tycoons of oil. Venezuela was now incontestable. Extract the black gold, the dumb dealer extolled, but the gangs made the place uninvestable. The lack of forethought meant the outcome was naught, so he stole all the oil from their tankers. The funds that he made from this black shady trade went offshore to the bank of the wanker. Said Don's crew of lice, Greenland's covered in ice. Boy, oh boy, have they some giant quota. We'll have to invade with an ice-led blockade like we practiced in cold Minnesota. It's just small potatoes, ignore stupid NATO, I'll taunt them with self-copulation. Greenland will be mine, and by my own design, I'll deport all their free population. There's not many to trample, they're bad in example. From Denmark I'll force abdication. And how could they dare to have gratis health care plus a system of free education? They make us look bad with our systems all clad in a profit-led monetization. We fleece all our fools with our financial tools for our billionaire emancipation. With threats left and right, Don jumped onto his flight to the World Economical Forum. The closer he got, with his bowels running hot, planned a speech that was destined to floor 'em. He took to the stage with his taco engaged, stage fright gripping this scrotumless saviour. Like cheap nasty wine, he did wilt on the vine, he reneged on his warlike behaviour. With his brain a black puddle, he had managed to muddle the name of the land to be conquered. Greenland breathed a sigh, while Iceland's frozen sky was the target of Buffhead the Bonkard. The old bets were off, as the nutter did scoff that he'd got the result that he came for. The rest of the group knew that Trump's head was soup, and they laughed as he stepped on his claymore. The unfunny jester supported protesters who'd risen so loud in Iran. Trump threatened to bomb Ayatollah's pogrom to become the oppressed greatest fan. But look at his home, where protesters were prone to be tear-gassed and beaten with batons. His Iranian words smelled of orange dog turds. Their dissenters were gunned down and flattened. Don's orders at home, twisted by Christy Nome, saw the murder of innocent people. The gangs of the hardened, just recently pardoned, waved weapons at children spread eagle. The world watched with shame at this pitiless game waged against his once eager supporters. He craved civil war to enslave all the poor and deport all their sons, wives and daughters. The Apricot Blot had at last lost the plot. He had sued IRS for $1 billion. So focused on graft, he had sent himself daft and was pushed to the padded pavilion. This was the 6th time January saw crime soiling Trump and his administration. Performance allure meant the voters endured a repeat of the slide of their nation. The old king of coal fell through a black hole, helped along by the slap of a windmill. His realm was in pieces, a pile of old feces. His mountain was barely a molehill. His wife's documentary was uncomplimentary. Their marriage was just a disguise. She'd made heaps of cash to enable her dash. For her husband she truly despised. More files were released, despite efforts to cease publication of sordid narrations. No creep left in power avoided the shower. Their wives ordered instant castration. This time of turmoil at the hands of the spoiled manifested in 31 days. Let's hope February will see us all merry. Trump ablaze leave the stage in a daze. Blimey, what a chaotic January this 6th one has turned into. But it's February now, so all will be good from here on in. Fingers crossed. I hope you like the poem. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you press the notification bell, YouTube will let you know when I've uploaded yet another poem. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and bye-bye for now.